taking the OB. I'm retrieving the messages because already nilikuwa nimezipoteza and all those details. So I was in fact up to yesterday, kama siwezi nikafungukia familia, I wasn't ready to talk to the doctor about the same issue. So that is how I was dealing with the issue. Sikuwa nataka aibu ya kuwa nini.
Na after umeamua kuopen up, amejaribu kukufikia? Juu najua maybe ameona story yako mahali, amejaribu kukufikia?
Sidhani, unless sasa simu yake iko kwa missed call. Juu leo nilipigiwa simu sana wakati nilikuwa nimelala, nikapata almost 40 missed calls, unless one of them yake.
Na pia ulituambia ulijaribu after umesuspect kitu kama hiyo, ulijaribu kumuuliza kitu alikufanyia.
Kwani what did you do to me juu this and this is happening?
Alikupea response gani?
He didn't say anything.
He blue ticked you?
Yeah.
Do you have the messages?
Nilikuwa nimedelete, but I have a person who is helping me to retrieve.
And as we are speaking now, what makes you believe he did something to you?
Because I've never had any issue with my hiyo nini.
But pia unajua mtu anaweza gonjeka. You know, now we are dealing with someone's reputation. Ukisema jina yake hapa, do you know that now in the physical world it can be used against you in a real court of law?
I'm very much aware of that. Yeah.
So you believe what you have concrete evidence that actually he did something to you?
Sorry?
You believe you have enough evidence that he did something to you?
Yo, more than enough.
Part of it, what makes you feel, yes, nafaa kuenda kotini sasa, I have enough evidence?
What makes me feel I have enough evidence?
Yes.
I think the details I have, they are enough to convince me about the legal process.
You have enough details?
Yeah.
For example?
The messages.
But wait, but you said he didn't reply. Did he reply your message?
If he didn't do anything, okay, I don't know, but the issue is now in the legal process. So I think
no, Pastor Ben, my question is, umetuambia wakati ulimuuliza what did you do to me, haku reply.
He didn't.
Do you believe that is a good evidence that because he didn't reply, he did something to you?
I don't know if it is enough. I'm just saying the information I have, honestly.
That's one of them. The second one?
The second one, there are some fishy messages. Yeah, some messages showing interest that I didn't even see.
Before the incident?
Before the incidents, yeah. After the incidents, he has never.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, PM Kimemia. I don't know if I can give the mic back to the judge, or perhaps another senior counsel can take the mic. I think the public needs Truth Watchdog to speak. Truth Watchdog, if you're available, take the mic, please.
Okay, thank you, Madam. Before senior counsel to approaches the bench, these are the kind of questions and cross-examination I examine that we are expecting this court. Thank you very much, senior counsel PM. What's the other guy who examined? So, Madam Prosecutor, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Truth Watchdog, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. The jury,
my fellow senior counsels, the judge, and Madam Prosecutor. Now, I want Pastor Ben Gitau to understand, first of all, I sympathize and empathize with him, but the questions that I'm going to ask are in preparation of what will be asked in real court. So take these questions not as somebody who doesn't have empathy or doesn't feel for you, but these are questions to prepare you in real case. Because you said you're going out, you're looking for a lawyer, and this is the exact things your lawyer ataulizwa. Sawa sawa ndugu yangu?
Yeah, sure.
Mwanzo pole sana kwa yaliyokupata, na sina doubt kwamba yale yalifanyika. Lakini unafaa kujua kwamba ukweli sio kitu ambacho kinaamua kesi kwa koti, ila ni proof and facts. Before tuende mbele, ningependa Madam Prosecutor anieleze kulingana na risiti hii ilifanyika lini?
Confirm.
So so this happened in October of 2024. The incident happened in October 2024. Yes.
So hiyo inamaanisha miezi mitatu imepita. Umeenda ukapima virusi?
Nimepimwa, but nilipimwa before the 3 months, so I'll have to do it next month.
Okay. Huyu rafiki yako umesema ulimjua 2023. Na umesema kuwa pia kulikuwa na some fishy messages. Why did you think it wise to meet him alone?
He's a man of God, that is one thing, and the conversations we had was about ministry, and nilikuwa nimemvisit kwake kwa nyumba, nikampata wakiwa na kijana mwingine. So nikienda kumuona kwa gari, we were just going there to have a very brief conversation, vile atanisaidia na watu wa keyboard search hizo. So I didn't have any doubt. Yeah.
Is he a married man?
No.
Approximation unafikiria kuna miaka ngapi?
In public domain, he's not married. Hata kwa post zake and yeah, as much as I know.
And you are a pastor, right?
Yeah.
Pastor, did you know that when you come to public courts like this, we don't protect the doers of sin? For 4 months you have been protecting this person. Don't you think in these 4 months, this guy thinks he's so powerful and probably there are other victims after you?
Okay.
So you as a pastor.
Good question. Sindio nijibu. Okay, one thing I would say is this, and I gathered the confidence today after receiving the calls ya wale wamekuwa victimized. There are very few men who talk about the issue I'm talking about, because one, it's a shame. Hakuna mwanaume ataishi na hiyo kitu, but I am believing God that I will get the grace to continue with this. And the reason why pia sikuwa nimeiongelelea ni juu sina confidence. Sikuwa na confidence. Yeah.
Na since imekufanyikia na wewe peke yako unajua huyu mtu ni nani, mbona usifanye public awareness ya kuambia maybe vijana wadogo kuliko wewe? Kuna wale wadogo ambao maybe wanauoga hata kushinda wewe, kwa sababu ni mwanaume mzima vile nakuona.
Yeah.
Mbona usije ukaambia watu jichungeni na mahala hapa, huku ndo kunaenda hivi. Mimi mwenyewe naamini, mtu anaweza kosa kuniamini, lakini jichungeni na hapa kunafanyika hivi. Auoni kama wewe pastor unaachilia shetani endelee kumia nguvu?
Number one, I'm not going to let this go down unless waniue. I'm ready to make sure that this is going to be in public domain, and it is going to be legal process. If it doesn't go through the legal process, I am the leader of Boda Boda Ministries Kenya mzima, and I have talked with the leaders today. If I don't get the justice, we will do it on maandamano. So I am
Pastor
not
Ben.
seeing him again because I'm already here in public domain, and I'm also going through the legal process.
Pastor Ben,
Yeah.
as we are speaking, do you have an OB number? Umeenda kuripoti kwa polisi?
Tomorrow morning, hiyo ndio ninaamkia kesho asubuhi. Leo ndio nimeongea na lawyer.
Your Honor, I think the senior counsels need to be aware that the gentleman has been going through operation. He's been fixing the damage that was done by the perpetrator. And he's actually 1 week post-op, okay? 1 week out of hospital. So senior counsels, please put that into consideration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Gitau, permission to approach the bench, please.
Can I
Yes,
finish my
yes.
questions, please?
Yeah, I think after TWD, Ms. Njambi, Senior Counsel, you can take the mic after Truth Watchdog. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Pastor Ben,
Yes.
I will be foolish to assume that the perpetrator is not watching us,
Of course.
or that this information in one way or another will get to them. Don't you think huyu mtu anaweza jipanga kutoroka kwa sababu watu wa Ndudhi wakoje, watu wa mchezo?
Because number one, mimi staki engagements za kurevenge in return, as in anilipe. I'm looking for justice and also for awareness. So either atoroke ama asitoroke, we are going to make him a public figure. Ya hiyo maneno lazima tutatangaza, but kama
Okay.
he's still here, we are going to face each other in court, and I'm very sure I'm going to give the evidence I have, and I believe justice is going to prevail.
The one last question as I wind up. Is there any other person apart from you? Kwa sababu umetuambia unataka ikuwe siri, na this is a public court. Apart from you, kuna maybe mama, bibi, girlfriend mwenye anajua huyu mtu ni nani, just in case wewe uyuko, kuna mtu ambaye anajua ni nani unazungumzia?
Lady Jacqueline anajua, nilimtumia picha. Alright, si ndio Lady Jacqueline?
Yes. I know the perpetrator, Your Honor. Senior Counsel, I know the person. Thank you.
Nilimtumia picha, and then nilitumia counselor, wanaitwa therapist, and then lawyer.
Oh, okay. Thank
Those
you.
are the only people who knows about the person, Mimi, and those 3 people.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, the judge and my madam prosecutor. I rest my case.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Senior Counsel Truth Watchdog. Senior Counsel Njambi, you can approach the bench and take the mic. Thank you.
Naweza susu, ndio nimekunywa nini.
Yes. Enda. Wacha nikufungie camera. Let me close the camera for you. Okay. Senior Counsel, take the mic.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. Thank you so much, Your Honor, and my fellow senior counsels. Now, I still feel like we are really not getting to a certain point. That's my feeling. I feel like we should, by now, we have 7,000 people in this court, 7,000 members of the public in this court. I feel like by now, we should, members of the public should be having an idea of the perpetrator we are talking about. Because if we want other people to come out who maybe have been victims of this perpetrator, the only way they would come out is if they know that they are all victims of the same person. That's my feeling. I don't know whether anyone else feels that. But the other thing I would want to say, I would want to advise...
Increase the volume on that. Increase the volume on that, Councillor Njambi, please, increase.
Okay. That I feel that having 7,000, 7. having 7.2k members of the public in this court. Your Honor, it is only fair if we know the name or if we have a photo of the mentioned perpetrator, because there might be other people out there who would want to speak and they would only get the courage of speaking out wakijua kumbe sisi ni victims wa mtu mmoja. Kwa hivyo by now for us to get a good direction in this case, tupewe jina ya huyu mtu ama tuonyeshwe picha ya huyu mtu so that we know from here we are approaching it from this angle. My other point, I don't know whether Ben Gitau is hearing me hata kama ametoka kwa camera. I would want to advise him. Oh, thank you Ben, I'm happy you're hearing me. Ben, wakati unapokea matibabu ka hospitali, because you said that you are also going to take legal action in an actual court of law, wakati unaenda through the operations, the corrective surgeries, please talk to your doctor. Let them write down what they are correcting. Because medical notes are very powerful in an actual court of law. Ndio wakati wakili wako ataenda kukurepresent, asome hapo ya kwamba daktari aliandika huko ndani wakati alikuwa na kufanya operation alikuta A, B, C, D, ama alipata kumefanyika 1, 2, 3. Because even when a girl
Senior Counsel Jambi, you are supposed to examine the defendant or the victim, not advise. The advice is always in this court afterwards. So now you bring in that advice is not yet, because it's still under cross-examination. We are still, people are still grilling him or the other senior counsel. So I beg you to reserve that for the time. So right now, if you have any question, ask questions, let clarification. I like the fact that you asked about the so-called accused. We need to ascertain and know actually who we are here, who the victim is accusing. It might be a pseudo, or a ghost, or a planned thing. So I don't see any point in this able court that I preside or time without a number that we are hearing people be covered here. There's no point at all to listen to this case if the name of this person is not exposed. Since this is person who said 3 days ago he wanted to take his life and he has confided with the Madam Prosecutor. Is it inappropriate public tunaweza kufichwa jina ya mtu? Tutakuwa tunakaa hapa tunasikiza nini? That is my question to the members of the public, juries ambao wako chini. They are demanding to get the name because we don't know what will happen to this victim if he doesn't do that. Thank you. Go ahead, Madam Jambi or Madam Prosecutor.
I am sorry, Your Honor, for getting out of line. Anyway, that was sorry. I said about the exposing. Number 2, I would like to ask Pastor Ben, when this incident happened, 3 days later, you went to seek medical advice, or you went to seek medical help. Is that correct?
No,
You said 3 days later?
I said the day yenye nilirudi nikalala, hiyo asubuhi ndio niliamkia kuenda hospitali. After the bleeding happened that morning.
So, this incident happened in October, and before October, ni mtu ambaye, kulingana na vile umesema, ni mtu ambaye mlikuwa mnaongea regularly. So right now, would you confirm to this court that you no longer speak to this person?
Yeah, we no longer speak.
Have you tried to reach out and ask why your communication patterns changed?
I didn't ask because of course when I texted nikamuuliza kwani what did you do to me, he didn't reply, so we've never had a conversation from that day.
Was this the first time you guys had a conversation inside the car? So was it the first time?
In the car was the first time.
And did it seem suspicious to you, or you had trusted, or because of your prior conversations, you had gotten to a point of trusting this person?
Sikuwa na any doubt ama sikuwa na suspect.
All right.
I beg to approach this bench.
Yes, I believe that's in order. Senior Counsel Peter Kioy, take the mic.
And I beg to say that I am not apologetic for whatever I will talk. So, greetings to the whole court, comment section, greetings. So, number one, a lot of things that have been said here by Pastor Ben, there is some missing conversations and missing pattern in this whole drama issue. Number one, he says that he had seen fishy conversation and messages. To be precise and to be honest, in this court, this is a court, it must have the accused person and the complainant. You are the complainant in this matter. If today you are not going to talk about the accused, if you are not going to release the members of public, the accused person is ABCD, then it had no relevance for you to speak out because you'll be speaking to yourself. If you are not going to release the court the fishy messages that you were sent, then we will not prove, because in a court of law, we have to prove cases beyond reasonable doubt. We thank God that you are alive, that the only person who can talk this truth is you. We have to speak. Because if today we are helping you, at which point are we going to help you? We must have the beginning. First of all, let's have the fishy conversation. We will judge it by ourselves to know this conversation was leading to somewhere or not. And again, if you ever had a conversation with someone and it was fishy, and you proceeded to meet them, it raised eyebrows as well. Let us talk about your meeting. After you meeting, being drugged, and you felt unconscious, when you gained your conscience and you ride yourself back home, how did you raise your that? How did you gain that energy very fast that you could do everything? There were blood stains if it was your first time, or there was some specimen that would show. I ought to believe that you would proceed fast to the hospital than your home. I ought to think that you would not relax in hospital for the doctors to tell you about hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids do not just form theirs at the first point. Like right now you have developed hemorrhoids and you are told right now. No, it's a process. We believe that. Right now the question is, who was he? What was the intention? And why you? At that point, before I continue speaking, the doctor would do some of the examinations. Where are your results from the doctor? And what was examined in hospital? What was the diagnosis? Now we have to know it from the hospital. These are very big accusation to the person, and for you to talk about it right now. I believe you sat down, thought about it, expose the person. If you are exposing that somebody sodomized you or did anything to you, that means you are ready to expose in details. Do not forget about your security. We understand that you need security. We understand that you are to be protected. But right now you are in the public and on camera. If the perpetrator is seeing you right now, and before delivering the information to tell us who it was, then it will be so much dangerous, because they can even assassinate you before you talk about them. How are you secure if you have talked about the person on camera, but you are not telling us the person? We should know that this person did A, B, C, D. So after that, we get to know this is where we are starting. But right now, we are discussing about Hula Baloo. It's unless you tell us who did that until you are protected. But if that is not the case, we may end up losing you, because the person may defend themselves by doing what? By killing you. If they eliminate you, then we are left with the plain questions of who it was or who was it. Now, tell us who it was, then tell us about the phishing messages, tell us about your meeting, and tell us about why you proceeded to home, not hospital at the first point, and then tell us about why you never told the doctor about it, And how are we going to handle the matter of sodomy if the doctor themselves do not even know about it? Thank you.
So members of the public, I think this is your chance to participate. Should we know the identity of the perpetrator? Is it, so members of, Pastor Kanyari is...
Your Honor.
Niko na jambo ya kuongea.
Sasa tupe tu dakika moja. Pastor, Bishop, just give us 1 minute. Members of the public, the jury, it's your time to participate. PM Kimemia, kindly mute. Thank you. Right. Is it in order that we get the identity of the perpetrator?
I think.
But the prosecutor, I thought all the senior counsels could have talked. Then you put the poll. So still, you have to give Bishop Kanyari chance to talk as we were preparing members of jury to put the poll. So allow everyone, including Sukashambi, to cross-examine or ask some questions. Then now you can go ahead and put the poll. Thank you. But you can still go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. We just needed...
Before you vote, before you vote, please.
Pastor Ben, ngoja tu, usiogope. Niko na wewe, tafadhali. Usiogope, please. Okay, so...
I wanted to talk about the identity because I had requested you, even before we come here, if I'm coming to expose the person for me, I was telling you, this one will kill my process and it will destroy my my everything. So Mimi, I wouldn't want to expose this person, please. So I'm requesting.
Yeah, Pastor Ben, I don't think the I don't think you should be worried at all. Sidhani kama inafaa uwe na worry. Now I can see you're a bit worried. You shouldn't be worried at all. Can't you just allow Bishop Kanyari to speak? And then
Your Honor, before I had posed a question, before even we know the perpetrator, please show us the context in the messages that he thought it is fishy, so that the members of the public can say it was fishy or not, so that we can know date, time, and the context, so that we can know what the message was or what the messages were. And if it's not like that, the case is null and void.
The fishy messages were like mali safi, uko na nyash, such cases. So
show us the messages, please. Let us see the messages, please.
In the beginning, nilisema I am retrieving. Kuna mtu ananisaidia kufanya hizo retrieving because already I had deleted the conversations.
Pastor Ben.
Yes,
at the beginning of this...
PM kindly, PM Pastor Kanyari speaking, thank you.
Okay, mimi niko na swali. Kama inasemekana ya kwamba Pastor Ben unasema ya kwamba kuna mtu alikusadomize, mimi sikatai ya kwamba ulikuwa sadomized. Lakini wewe unasema ya kwamba ulipotoka kuwa sadomized, ulienda kwa nyumba ukalala. Surely, how can you go and sleep na unajua kuna mtu ambaye amepita nyuma yako? Na the way I know it's painful and nasikianga watu wanasema it's very painful, alafu ukakubali kwenda kulala. Surely uliendaje kulala? Alafu pia uko na ripoti ya hospitali ambaye daktari anasema kwamba huyu mtu alikuwa sadomized.
So mimi ile naweza sema Bishop ni I wanted to bring awareness on this platform. That is why I had agreed to come to Lady Jacqueline. The issue of me exposing him, I know this is not the real court, so I cannot put everything here. Juu hapa sio kotini, hapa ni social media. The only thing that
excuse me, Pastor Ben Gitau. Pastor Ben Gitau, na kuomba nikwambie, this court of TikTok is more powerful than your court ya public unafikiria. This, na wacha nikwambie Ben, ukakalia bike after kudinywa haga. Mimi hebu aje nishuke kwa guest. Nitaongea vibaya guys.
Okay, let's talk.
Okay. No, once just give me 1 minute, Sue. Pastor Ben Gitau, you can actually get more justice from this court than he would in an actual court on the land. You understand? The reason being, the public actually take time to dissect the issue more thoroughly. And then there is more public participation. You can see almost 9,000 people here, but this court is currently being watched by at least 30,000 people across many spaces. Okay, it's being zoomed many places more. So here justice, justice is more possible here than out there. Yeah, so chukua mic, hebu jibu Bishop.
Okay, Madam Prosecutor, let Pastor Kanyari finish the question. Alikuwa na maswali hapo. Pastor Kanyari, go ahead please. Through the office of
Bishop Gitau, Pastor Gitau ningesema these things inakaa kama fake. Na sitaki kuongea nionekane kama nimeongea vibaya. Inakaa kama fake. Once wewe unasema kwamba kuna mtu ambaye alikufanyia chenye alikufanyia, hautaki kumexpose. Number 1. Number 2, unasema ya kwamba ati baada ya wewe kufanyiwa chenye ulifanyiwa ulienda ukalala. Ukaenda ukalala. Surely how can you go and sleep? Haya, na number 3, unasema kuna messages ambazo ulitumiwa funny na pia hizo message hautaki kutuonesha. Sasa sisi tuko katika fence, we are not understanding hii kitu kama ni ya uongo ama ni kitu ya ukweli surely.
I will say this, then I will come when I'm having all the details. I think nilisema messages nilidelete na nikasema the fishy messages ni zile tu za kawaida. Because we were not having the conversation, hatukuwa tunaongeleshana.
You're contradicting yourself, bro. Hatukuwa tunaongea. Were you in a relationship? Were you after somebody sodomizing you? You expect somebody to tell you.
Peter Kioi, wait a minute. Senior Counsel Peter Kioi, hold on your guts.
Okay, Your Honor.
Hold on your guts. Go ahead, Chaplain. Go ahead, Chaplain. Pastor Kanyari.
Yeah, nilikuwa nauliza swali. How can you delete a message na ukijua ya kwamba ni evidence your message? How can you delete kuongea ukweli? Pastor, hata kama unataka tuone hiki tunakaya ukweli. How can you delete message ambayo unajua hii ndio utapeleka ni evidence yako alafu una delete surely? Number 2, unarudi unaenda hospitali walisemaje? Walisema kuna mtu ambaye alikufanya nyuma. Unajua watu wataanza kufikiria hii ni mboka. Watu watafikiria kwamba uko mboka, Pastor.
Madam Prosecutor, can I address the court?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. PM, take the mic.
No, PM.
Madam Prosecutor.
Oh, yeah. Sue was next. So sorry, PM. Sue Gashambi.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not here anymore.
He's here. He is here. He's down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you some question. Anyway, thank you, the judge and the prosecutor and everybody who is here. But I wanted to ask him a question, but I can't see him, so I can't even ask him a question if he's not here.
Let me bring him back to court. Okay. 1 minute.
Endelea PM basi.
Madam Prosecutor, I want to offer an advice to this court. We all understand that this is a court of public opinion, and we all understand that it's a powerful court, and we are holding the reputation of a bishop that we don't know with our hands. And once we destroy his reputation, we will not be able to make it again. Hatutaweza kumtengenezea reputation. Sasa huyo claimant lazima provide evidence ati akitaja huyo mtu hatuharibu jina yake bure, kwa sababu it will dent the reputation of this court. Itasemekana hii court ni ya kuharibia watu majina. So we have to protect the integrity of this court. So hatujui kwa nini amepotea, lakini we want evidence before ataje mtu, because we don't know. Maybe anaweza taja PM Kimemia, I don't know. Na akident reputation yangu as an example, we are being watched by 8,500 people. Na kama yeye anaamini an injustice was committed to him, hanjakuwa anaogopa for 4 months. Hatujui kama huyo mtu amefanyia wengine hivyo. Hatujui kama huyo mtu ni among the 8.5 wenye wana watch hapa. So kama ako genuine, anafaa tupatie jina ili tukae tukijua ati huyo mtu, na pia huyo mtu akitajwa jina akue hapa ajitetee. Si ati ataje mtu hata amesema kwa social media, angetuambia social media yake, tuende tujitafutie, atupe clue na hint, tuende tutafute. Amesema aliona fishy messages, sijui mtu anaongea about Nyash, na akasema aliona ni kitu ya kawaida. A bishop talking like that, hiyo ni kitu ya kawaida? No, to me hiyo sio kitu ya kawaida bishop kuongea hivyo. So we want enough evidence so that we can protect this court. Watu waamini hii koti huwa inaongea mambo ya ukweli. Yes.
Yeah, also saying that he deleted the message because they stopped talking. So if I stop talking to you, delete my messages. What was the relationship? Were you disappointed? Why would you delete the messages because we are not talking? And then you come claim that the messages were fishy. He told me I had Nyash. Mwanaume mzima uko na mandevu. Entertained that.
Huyu jamaa ni mwizi na ni mtu ambaye anataka kuharibia watu maisha.
Order in the court. We are not talking each other.
I need to approach this bench, please.
Before you approach the bench, Senior Counsel Kioi, can the Office of Prosecution provide us with the victim, please? Because this one is serious. We don't take this court as a joke. Please, we demand Madam Prosecutor to get hold of the victim, the one Pastor Gitau. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sue Kashambi Wamavitus wanted to cross-examine.
I don't think that guy is coming. Okay, he's back. Okay, thank
Yes.
God.
Approach the bench.
Okay. Hi, Pastor Gitau. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Nimerudi ku clarify the story about it is a scam, because number one, already I have the surgery. That is number one. And madam akona document zangu zote za hosi. Hata leo nilikuwa nimerudi hosi juu choo ilikuwa imekataa kutoka. Me, I'm not a TikToker and I don't know how to fight back on TikTok. So I did this to honor the invitation of Madam Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Because I told her, I feel bad when some people are suffering and men don't talk. I don't have all those things you are asking me for. I don't know what I was supposed to say when that guy told me that uko na haga, and I have heard that. I'm not so strong to fight back those things. Siwezi nikaweza kusema hizo vitu zote. But the main reason I came here, and Lady Jacqueline knows, we were coming to raise an awareness. This was not the time for me to come and expose anyone. She gave me the platform to come and shout out to everyone who is out there. Mwenye anakaa chini, anafanyiwa vitu hizi na hawezi akaongea. Tushikane, we fight together. But when you force me to come and expose this person, when the time is not right, it will hurt me and even cost me more pain than I thought. So mimi ninauliza tu.
Thank you very much, Pastor Gitau.
If you guys
thank you very
needed
much. A minute, Pastor Gitau.
I have given you guys time.
Allow me to finish, Your Honor. Thank you.
I want you to listen to me. I cannot fake the documents. Nimeenda Hosi, St. Francis. Mimi nimeenda nikatolewa vitu na huku nyuma. Uchungu yenye nilisikia. I cannot come here for content. I cannot come here for fun. I'm here to speak for somebody who is there who cannot speak. My friend is here. Anaitwa Henry. He was raped by his uncle. Ananiambia mpe nafasi yaongee pia. But he could not speak before. Please, mimi ninaomba, tumi sina nguvu kama Karango. I'm just here innocently to help somebody who wants to get out of his situation. So mimi munipatie nafasi. Let me take the legal process. Once I'm done with the legal process, I will come back here. Nikikosa kupewa haki yangu, nitawaambia sasa the public can help me to do the mobilization nipate haki yangu. But for now, jana tu ndio nilikuja nikaongea hii story, na leo mnataka niwape messages, of which leo, if I believe that lady is here because she has been texting me, leo ndio tulipiga simu to retrieve hizo messages zilipotea. How am I supposed to get those messages right now? Si hata heri mungeniambia next week we need those documents. But because I cannot give the clear information, I'm also healing. I'm also healing from the trauma. I'm also healing from the issue of being into public domain. I have lost people even today because of coming here. Na nyinyi mnataka niongee vitu zote just right now. Hapo tu sahi. So mimi nimejiomba tu. Lady Jacqueline Jubi, ni wewe ulini-invite hapa. Mimi najiomba tu munipatie time pia mimi ni process hiyo issue legally.
Pastor, usiende, ngoja nikuulize, unasikia pain kwa nini? Kwa uko discomfort, unasikia pain kwa mkudu?
Nilisema hiyo mara ya kwanza, na hata Kanyari hakunipea nafasi ya kujibu. Akaniuliza niliweza aje kurudi kwa nyumba na sisikii. Mimi nilisema nilifeel the ish pain, ile ya umbali yenye hawezi ukadoubt kitu, of which kila mtu anasikianga hako ka uchungu. But now when I slept in the morning ndio nilienda choo nikaanza kubleed.
Na umetia, kuna skins imetia kutoka kwa mkudu, kwa sababu ukinyaduliwa mkudu lazima the tearing ama bleed zinakuja na bleeding, tearing kama 2 pieces hivi.
We are talking about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Right now the surgery ilifanyika last week. Hata unaona nimekaa na side moja, siwezi nikakaa chini.
Because hapa ukifanywa ukinyaduliwa kwa mkudu huwezi walk na huwezi sit vizuri.
So ukae wake rigani road pasta. Situmie kalugha ka soft kidogo tu,
okay,
please.
So be karadhi wega. Huwezi kaa chini vizuri na huwezi walk kwa sababu ya hiyo sasa pain.
Yeah, pain, sure.
Sasa ulipoenda kwa doctor alikuandikia kwa sababu doctors wanajuaga kenye kimekulete hosi. Alipokuangalia na huko nyuma aliona ulisodomaziwa.
Kwa ripoti yake mimi for me ile information nilimpatia, kila daktari alikuwa anasema ni hemorrhoids, but huyu alijua because Lady Jacqueline ukiangalia kwa hiyo doctor's report iko na kitu inaitwa sijui ni inaitwa aje ile kuraruka ndani. She has the report.
Fistula.
So yeye alinotice kuna kuraruka, imeraruka.
Si ndio hiyo nilikuwa na tearing.
Na hiyo ndio ilikuwa inafanya nina bleed oftenly. So please help us to let's handle this issue with so much love, with so much concern and care, tukijua kuna mtu mwingine pale anapitia the same thing. If I didn't speak out, there is no other man who is coming to speak about this issue. So me, I think I have said what I want to say.
Kama umepona sahi, umepona kabisa. Usikii
nilifanyiwa surgery last weekend and now today nimekuwa na bleeding juu ya kukaukiwa na choo. I had gone back to the hospital and even tomorrow I'm going for a check-up saa 4. I'm just 1 week away from the surgery.
My honor, your honor, I have to differ with some things here. This is a court. And a court cannot be a complete court session without having a complainant and the accused. In this matter, I can say he's genuine because that is his truth. But in this court, I believe we use facts. But we use facts. So where are the facts? If today, Ben Gitau, let us talk. If today, Ben Kidogo, if today you will present yourself, we are talking about legal matters. If you are talking about a legal issue, in the court of law, you can never accuse someone and win a case with the truth. You win a case by facts. So, is there any evidence? Okay, forget about the name of the pastor. Show us the context in the messages. You don't have them. You deleted them long ago. Do you have the events are very simple. Ulienda ukapatiwa kinyulipatiwa ukalewa na wewe bado ukajibeba na nduthi ukaenda kulala. Alafu I believe in the hospital they don't go by what the patient has said. The patient can only claim to say anaumwa na tumbo anasikia hivi, lakini anafanywa vipimo. Hapo kwa barua yako umesema haina hizo vitu, iko na fistula tear, which the cause is not written there. In the court of law, lazima ukuwe na daktari akue kama shahidi wako wa kwanza after the IO, kama iko na police. Je, uko na OB ya hii kesi? Na kama uko na OB mwenye anasimamia kesi na daktari wanafaa kuwa pale. Lakini ikifika hapo kotini na hauna hizi evidence, unawezaje kusema tu ni huyu alinifanyia hivi? Let us be cautious in this matter. And again, the last part, nimekuambia, don't contradict yourself. You think it is not the right time to expose, but it is the right time for you to talk out. It has no difference. Because if today you will disappear, we will not see you again. Because maybe the person can come after you, ndio unyamaze kabisa. But Ben, surely, how are we helping you with a plain story without evidence? I am out.
Na nikuulize Ben, ulikuwa unatakaje? Kwa sababu sasa umekuja kwa hii Lady Jacqueline, kwa hii koti. Ulikuwa mipango yako ilikuwa ni gani? Ulikuwa unatakaje?
Wakati Lady Jacqueline alini approach, this was all about awareness. It was just about awareness, reaching out to the other people. Mimi kama ningejua nafaa kukuja na evidence kwanza, I would have waited for the messages to be retrieved, and I would also have waited for everything to be legally on the table.
Jua hii koti inasaidia watu wengi sana, na nimeona inaenda faa, kwa sababu hata huku sasa sisi tunasikiza tukiwa huku US, watu wengine wanasikiza wakiwa everywhere, na hii koti tunaigojeaga sana actually. Hata kama hatuingii tunachangia hapa, lakini sasa kama mtu anakuja hapa hataki kuexpose mwenye amemfanyia vitu, anakuja hapa kusema side yake of the story, utasaidia mtu mwingine aje? How are you gonna help the next person? Ama mwenye waduthi amefanywa, amesadomaziwa, utamsaidia aje? How can you help them? Na you don't wanna say the person who mwenye alikufanyia hizi vitu ama something to show. I mean, it don't make sense.
Tend to believe that raising awareness or creating awareness concerns of Peter Kioi anakuta wanaume anakula matako. Hiyo ndio awareness. Ya Ben inasema, guys, they sodomized me. Who? I don't know. It's not the right time. That is not creating awareness. That is just seeking attention, and maybe people will say that they are from Boca. No, Ben, I'm telling you what people will think. I will tell you what people think. People think that right now you're...
Hey, Kioi, okay. Please. Mimi nataka niongee na Lady Jacqueline. Mimi Lady Jacqueline mpaka niko na messaging. I told you I don't want to do this for content. I want us to help somebody else who is out there, amekuwa sodomized, akuje pia sisi tutafute haki yetu tukiwa pamoja. Mimi I don't want attention. What I do with my life is enough for me to have my life influence the few people I influence. And I feel bad.
Tusaidie kwanza wewe. Wacha wakati kwa watu wengine. Kwanza tukusaidie wewe. Tujue kwanza the truth about you na tukusaidie.
Mimi hamwezi nisaidia juu saa hii. Mimi nilikuwa nakuja kuongea, mwingine mwenye hawezangi kuongea aweze kupata nini? Usaidizi. Mimi nilikuwa nakuja hapa to influence watu, tujue vile watu wataweza kusaidika wale wamenyama. And that was the conversation we had with Lady Jacqueline. If there is conversation, maybe anaweza waambia.
Pastor Ben, niko na swali ya mwisho. Pastor Ben, niko na swali kwako. Pastor Ben, niko na swali kwako. If right now you get lost or you are hurt more than this, who are we tracing? Utatuambia mwenye alikufanyia hivi ama utuambii?
I'm not, sitawaambia mimi sahi.
alafu hiyo pin yote ulienda through. Just remember hiyo pin yote ulienda through. Hiyo surgery, hiyo pin yote ulienda through, hata huwezi sema mtu
tuchangi.
Hiyo pin yote ulienda through.
Pastor Ben, Pastor Ben, I understand you. Pastor Ben, I understand you.
I want to apologize to the public for coming here, please. Because now when you
Pastor Ben
about no please kidogo tu.
Pastor Ben,
when you mention about
atujafika hapo.
When you talk
Wacha
about
kwenda your direction.
Mimi now that one becomes a different case.
No, avoid that statement, Pastor Ben. Hakuna mwenye
Pastor Ben,
hujasema unachangiwa, so just avoid that.
Nani Peter Kioi amesema hamchangi.
No, just avoid that.
Achana nayo ishe.
Avoid that. You did not say unataka kuchangiwa, so avoid that.
Pastor Ben, umetuambia unataka kufollow the judicial system ya Kenya upate justice, si ndivyo?
Yeah.
Then mwisho ukiona hujapata justice utarudi kwetu ili tukusaidie kupata justice.
I think that is the legal process. Ukienda kotini unyimwe haki yako, then munasemanga aje? Sasa tutajipeleka. That is what people say. Tutajitafutia haki yetu kivyetu.
Pastor Ben, unajua Pastor Ben,
yes.
Nisikize. Unajua ukifuata hiyo, afu mwisho jaji aseme ule mtu juu, lazima utataja huyo mtu. Hautaenda kuambia jaji haujui ni nani. By the way, by kesho ukienda kuripoti polisi lazima utataja suspect ni nani.
Lazima.
Do you know that?
Yeah, sure.
Na sasa tuseme umefuata hiyo kesi hadi ikaisha, then huyo mtu amepatikana hana makosa, ama the judiciary ya Kenya haijakupea justice yenye ulikuwa unataka. Utakuja hapa. Unajua ukianza kuongea hiyo mambo after court imetoa ruling na imesema ulikuwa unamwekelea huyo mtu, itakuwa contempt of court na utashtakiwa sasa. Sijui kama unajua hivyo. Court ikienda iseme hiyo iliisha, utanyamaza kabisa.
Yeah, sure, I know.
So you are willing to mention that person kesho?
Kesho wapi?
For now hauna OB number, haujaenda kuripoti polisi.
Mimi sioni kama pastor anajua Kenya ili.
Umeenda polisi? Yes or no? Kwanza
Kimemia.
Let me
Senior Counsel Kimemia. Let us
Yes.
Pastor Ben, naomba kuongea na Kimemia. Kimemia, how are you, Kimemia?
Yes. I'm more than fine.
Are you aware that if there are, I'm only keen in three things in this world? I am keen when I am having my woman on bed. I am keen when I'm drinking alcohol and when I'm handling a case. Right now, I had him saying that ataongea after the legal process ikiisha, na akasema tena atakuwa
ataitisha maandamano,
atakuwa anaenda, kuna mtu anamsaidia kumretrieve hizi message, giving the messages without you starting.
Judge, can I talk to Pastor Ben if it's possible? Can I have the mic?
Senior Counsel Don, you can approach the bench. But before you approach the bench, so Kashambi has raised a very good point. Only that I understand that she doesn't know a lot of Swahili. She used the MKU, NDU word. But again, I want the people who are in medicine, in medical field, when you have constipation, it's very, very, very hurting. Now, our pastor, Gitau, claims to be sodomized. It's more painful than even constipation. Ukitoa kale kashonde, kagumu, unapiga nduru. So, go ahead, put into consideration, guys. Put that on consideration as you ask him questions, guys. So, go ahead, the Don. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, Pastor Ben, habari ya jioni.
Nzuri sana.
Yeah, asante sana. So my name is Donald, so I want to be so soft with you so that we get to understand this. So my point number one, this is my message to you. If at all deep in your heart you know that this happened, because this is TikTok, you're bound to be asked these hard questions and people expect you to answer them. Nelewa. This is how this court also operates, because many times tunahitaji evidence. Mtu akikuja up with any allegations. So what you need to do, number one, if at all these things happen to you, you need to go get therapy. Number two, kuna watu wameuliza, what do you expect from all this? Why did you come here? I've been keen down here listening to you, and you said that you've come to create awareness. Like you also want, like, kuna maybe watu hizi vitu zimewafanyikia, so you want them to know the steps to follow. So you're not helping us to create any awareness, because the law dictates that when these things happen to you, you need to report to the police maybe before 24 hours. You need to go to the hospital immediately, you see. Those are the kind of ametoka. Okay. So maybe I'll just continue. Maybe atakuwa nasikiza huko chini. Those are the kind of awareness that we need to create in this court. Unaelewa? So what he has done, Lady Jacqueline, what he has done and what he has been doing, he has been denying himself justice.
Yeah.
Because he ought to have followed this process long time ago. And let's say this story is true and the perpetrator is outside there. He has given the perpetrator a very long time to run away from this case, because legally, from the little knowledge I have about these things, it will be difficult now to pin the perpetrator towards this act, unless probably he goes and report these cases. I heard him saying that I'll delete messages. Maybe investigations ifanyike or retrieve his messages. So the reason why probably he doesn't want to mention a name here, one, probably he's lying. Probably, I've used the word probably. Or maybe he's not sure that this is the person who did this act. And again, I end by saying this. He has some medical reports alienda hospitali. And you know, kama alienda hospitali and there are those medical reports, the doctor that attended to him is the first witness. Will the doctor ascertain that what happened to him is courtesy of sodomy? Naelewa. So I beg to rest my case. That's all I wanted to say. But he really needs, if you're able to, if you're still talking to him, Lady Jacqueline, I've really observed him. Probably he needs to consider going for therapy. Akiendelea kufanya hizi vitu zingine.
Okay, thank you, Senior Counsel Don. May I drop you and bring him back up? Is that okay?
It's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Madam Prosecutor.
Yes.
I still have a problem that I don't think this court is actually looking into. Your Honor, my court, my problem is this. Nobody chooses to be a victim, right?
Yeah.
And we all agree on that. And now, according to Pastor Ben, he has made his own decision of how to approach this by sensitizing people or victims to be, should there be any or already in existence, to express themselves and talk about this thing. But I have a different approach. What if we can stop the perpetrators in their own tracksuits before they even create another victim?
Sorry, just give me 1 minute, Senior Counsel. There was a prophet kwa guest, prophet mwenye alikuwa na request, tafadhali request tena. Kulikuwa na prophet, a member of the public, request again, please. Let me see if you can request again. There was a prophet, kama bado uko hapa, request tena. Nilikuwa naenda kukupandisha, ukapotea. Aya, Senior Counsel, take the mic. Sorry about that.
Thank you. For me, I think we should, if Pastor Ben here, for sure, he really wants to help and sensitize. I think the first thing is we have to have facts and evidence of these people. This is the person who did to me. And then when we come to this court, exposing that person, it will take seconds. And their names will be everywhere published by all the medias. I'm telling you, nowadays they collect what we call content or information on TikTok. It will be everywhere, and we will know this and this. He's not just a bishop, but he also eats kundus. And we put it out there in very big posters. We have to stop the victims to be. Not the victims who have already been affected. Of course, they will express themselves. They will seek therapy, as my senior counsel Don is saying, and it's a good thing. But what about the ones yet to be victims to the same animals which are out there not being mentioned? Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you. Yeah, take the
Permission to
mic.
approach the bench, please.
Yes, take the mic. Thank you.
Your Honor, thank you. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor. Thank you, Senior Counsels. I would like to say that if Pastor Ben says that he's here to create awareness, in my point of view, I would like to tell you, Pastor Ben, that there is no awareness you have created by not mentioning the name. There is no way, in layman's language, unaweza niambia usipitie pale. Lazima uniambie nisipitie pale kwa nini, kuna nini. So if you are saying you want to sensitize or you want to create awareness, you have to tell people you are creating awareness. You are creating awareness to them against who or against what. So for that, actually, I think there is no awareness we have created. And Your Honor, I would suggest that if today in this court session, we have not been able to say who the perpetrator is, according to me, then we have no business being in this court today. We have not achieved our motive of today. We are just going to be having a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But in real sense, as Senior Counsel Peter Kioi says, this court is incomplete today because we have the victim, we don't have an accused. So we are dealing with a case one-sided. And I feel like we are leading nowhere. Thank you.
Senior Counsel Jambi for making exactly what the members of public and all the other senior counsels are saying. So, guys, I would like to ask this able court under my leadership. Tuseme kwa mfano, niongee Kiswahili vizuri. Tuseme kwa mfano, Raf, let me use myself as an example. Raf anaua watu na katakata na mapanga na amekata mkono na kukufa, lakini want to protect yule mtu mwingine. Is it not, are we not going to take this case like huyu mtu ni mtu ambaye anaua? What are we sensitizing the members of public kama hakuna jina ya huyo mtu? Tuna protect namna gani? Hii ni swali ambalo linafaa kuwekwa hapa katika koti hii ndio tuweze kuendelea na kusikiza hii kesi. Kwa nini tusipewe jina la huyo mtu? Hata huyo mtu anaoche hapa, pengine ako na sudo. Thank you very much, guys.
In support of that, remember, this is not just any other person. He's a bishop, which means actually the victims take themselves to him. The victims, they take themselves to him. And he looks people with beards and say, napenda nyashi yako. Wanaume anakona ndevu nyingi kama Pastor Ben. Uko chini pia mafudhini nyingi. Wanaume tunamea mafudhi. We know this thing. He's a bishop attracting these men. He has to be... Oh my God.
Let's make the mic a bit, please.
Madam, okay, go ahead, Madam. Okay, I think Madam Prosecutor Kochai kidogo trying to communicate background. So we have seen. Okay, we have a former senior counsel that was fired in other law courts. Is here with us today by the name Harry Black. Thank you. You can welcome him and at least have a word as a friend of this court. Thank you.
Or maybe just to make it clear, just to make it very, very clear, the bigger court is still on and it's on a break. No one has been fired. Everyone is still there and everything is on course. Now, I just want to weigh in on this Ben guy. Now, number one, if you look at the case at hand, we are talking about a case of sodomy more than 3 months ago. That's a medical issue. More than 3 months ago. No OB. We are talking about treatment more than 3 months later. Now, in the event that there's such kind of a thing, number one, this is a criminal offense. you go report, then thereafter you are directed to proceed to a medical institution, being a criminal offense. Now, almost 4 months later, this Ben guy is coming here telling us that he had gone for a surgery last week. Now, sodomy, I'm looking at sodomy by itself, and I'm looking at the diameter of an anus, and I'm looking at the size of a penis. I don't know the said bishop. From where I'm seated, a lot of things are not adding up. But that aside, what we are doing here, what has been going on here for the past like close to 1 or 2 hours, has been hot air. Why? You cannot tell me that you are sensitizing the public while you're not mentioning the perpetrator of the said act. Sensitizing the public against what? Against who? And as one of the speakers mentioned earlier on, you cannot tell me that do not walk because you might be bitten by a snake. No, you'll tell me do not use that route. You'll point at the route and tell me if you use that route, you might be bitten by a snake. So I'll be aware of where not to pass by. But you can't tell me blindly that do not walk. So from where I'm seated, this guy is just here for attention, as Kioi earlier said, and he's been wasting people's time here with stories ajaba. From where I'm seated. And from where I'm seated, this thing never happened. From where I'm seated, this thing never happened. If this thing happened, and the way we know it, and I'm coming from a medical background, so I understand so well the procedure when such kind of act is involved. Number one, there ought to have been an OB. You're talking about 4 months later. How will they even get how do you even get the specimen to get to understand that to link someone to the act? Doesn't work that way. More than 3 months later, doesn't work that way. Guys, this wastage of time, and I think that so-called pastor should just tell us exactly why he's here. But there was no sodomy. Unless, or the only other option could be, it was a willing buyer, willing seller, but deal went wrong somewhere. That could be the only viable explanation. Maybe it was a willing buyer, willing seller, but the deal never went well. From where I'm seated, that could have been the case. So right now, what this guy is doing is trying to blackmail the so-called bishop that usiponipatia chenye tulikuwa tumeagree nitakuanika. Now probably the guy is here trying to prove to the so-called bishop that if you don't, live by your end of the bargain, you've seen the far you can go. So probably the guy is negotiating for something. That's just my hypothesis. Hypothetically, that's what could be happening here. But there's nothing like there was sodomy. There's nothing like there was something done against this so-called Ben's will. No. Might have been a willing buyer, willing seller, but right now, things haven't gone well. 3 months later, hajalipwa, labda alikuwa ameahidiwa atalipwa kitu, hakulipwa. So now he's talking about blackmail. I'll beg to go quiet. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Senior Counsel Barry Black. I have a member of the public, Moses. Can you take the mic, please? Moses? Moses, are you there? Moses? Oh, he's not here. Any senior counsels willing to participate? There's something else I'm going to say in a minute.
I would like to say something.
Yes.
When you are sodomized, or when someone gets on your butt, you have severe pain, and then you bleed from the anus. and then you have difficult from sitting or walking. And then unakuwa na bruises around your anus hapo. Alafu unakuwa na unusual discharge. Alafu unakuwa na tearing, bleeding na bruises nyingi zinakufanya. Alafu huwezi sweat kwa sababu unasikiaga matako hii nitahitaji jameni. Alafu unasikia anus ni kama iko swelled. Sasa kama amekuwa swelled for 4 months, na saidi ameenda kwa doctor na hajaenda kwa polisi kusema, I don't think that's a good, akona vitu fishi sana hapo. Kuna vitu fishi sana. Alafu nani hapa asha try hata at least kuweka vitu zenye mi huuza na huko ndani. Unasikiaga uchungu kwa sababu mimi natumia. Unasikiaga uchungu sio na kitu. Hata ukiwekwa kakidole, machari wengi wanapenda kuwekwa kakidole. Unless sasa aliwekwa chupa guys. Unless aliwekwa chupa akawekwa vitu nyingi na huko ndani. Kama sio mjurusi mwenyewe aliwekwa vitu zingine kwa sababu anaenda surgery. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu huwezi nyaduliwa na mtu binadamu alafu uende surgery unless uliwekwa vitu nyingi, ukawekwa chupa, ukawekwa mavitu, ukawekwa mpaka mwiko, ukawekwa vitu nyingi na huko ndani ndio ukasikia uchungu mpaka ikafika ni time ya kwenda surgery. So kwa hivyo anastahili aende kwa huyo bishop amuulize ni nini alimfanyia ndio akuje kufanya surgery. Okay? Hiyo ndio yangu tu. Bas.
Okay. All right. So I think the judge has dropped. I'll bring the judge back up. Kuna kitu nilikuwa nataka niulize. It is said that there are many victims of this same person. So I want to pose this to the court that perhaps we are focusing on the wrong person. If at all other victims are able to expose the bishop, would that be just? Would that be just?
Bona usituambie, you know the person, bona usituambie na hii ni koti yako.
Hii ni koti ya TikTokers, hii ni koti ya
Your Honor, let me tell you something. I want to bring to the attention of this court that 7,000 up here are not tomatoes or potatoes.
Absolutely.
7,000 are not insane people. You can never be taking us through rounds, bushes, thickets, or what without telling us the person. When you say there are victims of this person, who is the person here? We are not here to find X. No. We don't need more victims. We need the person first. Let me tell you the other time, there was a case about Ben Kiengei. It was just pointed out that Ben Kiengei did 1, 2, 3. And tukasema tunaenda tukao tumeandika t-shirt zetu sisi ni wanono twende kwa kanisa. Now we want to occupy the church by saying tunaandika hapa sisi tumerepiwa twende kwa kanisa. Kila saa mkituambia there are victims. Excuse me, we are not dealing with the lulus like Diana Rose here. We are dealing with people with sane mind. Tell us the person right away.
Can I take the mic?
Just for me to add a bit. For me to add a bit. Ladies, we already have a lead. The person is here, the complainant. Why should we go for other victims? Yet we have the person complaining of the perpetrator. Why can't we go ahead and mention the perpetrator? Why should we go in round and round and look for, I don't know what to, no. The guy is here. You're in communication. Let him tell us who is this bishop. Thank you.
Can I take the mic, kindly?
Yes, Lucian, take the mic. Thank you.
Okay, Judge Rahmudi. senior counsel.
Lucian, you have a lot of noise. Uko na kelele mingi sana.
Sijui kama nitasikika, ndo naingia kwa basi basi. I think nitasikika.
Okay,
Sijui
ongea.
kama mnanipata?
Yeah, tunakuongea.
Okay, like hiki sio huyu jamaa iko somehow. Yes? Hiki sio huyu jamaa iko somehow complicated kwa sababu first of all hata hatuambii hii mambo yake ilifanyika lini. Anasema unless muangalie kwa kadi ya hospitali, yeye hajui ilifanyika lini. Hajui. Ama sijasikia akisema hajui. Then kitu ingine, sijui kama mtanipata, kama sisikiki mniambie kindly.
Ongea, endelea kuongea.
Okay, like as a mother niko na boys, ninalea watoto, niko na boys. Kwa hiyo church ya huyo bishop, si kuna pia wamama wa kupeleka watoto wao boys wao huko. Anakosaje kutuambia ni mtu fulani? Ndio hata hao wazazi wenye kupeleka watoto wao kwa hiyo church, at least for the sake of the kids. Sasa wacha watu wazima, for the sake of the kid. I think there is something anatuficha yenye hatuambii. Hata hapa Maria ametuambia ati aliacha alidelete messages kwa sababu jamaa alimnyamazia. It is somehow ina raise alarm somehow. I don't know whether mimi nimeona tu ako somehow complicated for me, that's all.
Madam Prosecutor. Madam Prosecutor.
So yes, Senior Counsel, yes?
Yes, I represent the jury here, and I would ask kindly if there are other victims that Madam Prosecutor knows, then we should be asking for the poll, kindly.
Okay, so it is really tricky, guys, because right now, Pastor Ben Gitau himself, and guys, this is a court of law. This is TikTok High Court. This is not something that I control. This court is controlled by TikTokers. And there are many people who have gotten justice in this court. Pastor Ben Gitau feels as though by me saying that there are other victims of this bishop, I will be doing wrong by him. So I want this court to also protect me as a prosecutor, because personally, it was after talking to Pastor Ben yesterday that I perused through this bishop's platform, and then I saw a friend of mine on his platform. Now, after seeing this friend of mine on his platform, I got shocked. I was really shocked. So I called this friend of mine and I said, oh my God, so you know this person? And then the friend of mine told me, yes, I know the person. But after that picture was taken with him, after I took that picture with him, I had so many people calling me, telling me what this man of God had done to their young boys, you know, and this person told me many things. One of which is that each time these people went to court to try and get justice, they have been denied justice because this man is just. In fact, this person compared him to other powerful people in government, that he, even if this gentleman now, who has come to this high court today, if he tries to seek justice, he's going nowhere with the justice. So I think he's actually making a mistake right now, refusing to go all the way with this, because many people have tried to get the same justice and they never got it. And the man is still on the pulpit, he is still preaching, and he is still sodomizing men and young boys. You can take the mic, guys, but I wish to request this court to protect me. I did not trick anyone to anything. By saying that there are other victims, I am talking from the knowledge that I have after a long conversation with my friend who happened to be on the same platform with this person. My friend who happened to interview this person.
Lady Jackie,
Sugar Sambi and Your Honor and Sugar Sambi, I'm growing impatient, and now that I, Peter K. MVP, will not fear anybody, do not protect no one, do not protect me. Just tell me right now, I have sent you a message on WhatsApp, tell me the name of the person, and I will just announce it here, right away.
Lady Jackie,
No, I don't need any protection, guys.
Yeah, Lady Jackie,
We need to
you
say
don't
right
have to
now.
mention anybody. You can send the name to us or to Peter Koi or to somebody else, so that to square na nini ya kukurida all the time. So you can text to somebody else, Kanyari, Peter Koi or somebody else.
I can also speak up. Bring it on.
Yeah.
For the sake of those boys, for the sake of the boys, we need to know who this is, please. Who is the next victim if we don't put this person out there? That church needs to be banned if the boys are being kuduliwad. Yeah? Na unasikia hapa Shuka Shabi anasema alijaribu kuingiza kadole.
Yeah, and the other thing, maybe unfortunately, okay, in the event that we leave this platform, okay, this court without knowing the name, then, according to me, as Barry Black, my conclusion will be that it was a deal gone wrong. This guy was chilled willingly,
Peter
but
K.
he's
I'm using
trying.
this same phone, so please don't call me on this phone. You can call on the other one. Thank you.
Okay, so my conclusion.
I'm calling you to the name so that we continue. 7.4 people. Wait.
Exactly.
Lady Jacqueline, Your Honor, please let us just announce the name and we are done. We don't care about who the person is, what is the rank, how much he made the portray out here. We will know what to do after that. For now, give us the name. Thank you. If truly this court is court of justice, if truly this court stands for the right of people, and if this court knows what its role is, we need the name right away.
We should know the perpetrator.
We don't have to expect more.
Let me take 1 minute to direct this thing, please, as a Chief Justice here. So now there is no protecting anybody, or else what we're gonna do is this court protects itself. We do not protect individuals. But again, when matter has been brought up like this, we really don't know if that the person you've been given, we cannot sustain. We wanted to mention himself. So I'm directing this court, whatever Lady Jacqueline does as a prosecutor to expose out there all this case, this court does not stand by that, because we wanted the victim to say it. He can say, no, I did not do that. So now the ball is on your court to do whatever you want to do. Thank you.
Well, I don't think
we need a poll. We need a poll.
Yeah,
Let us have a
clear enough, but I think I stand by what Bwana Peter mentioned, okay? Very, very clearly. We cannot have justice if we don't know exactly who we are talking about. And in the event that we shall leave this court without knowing the perpetrator, then the conclusion shall be that it was a willing buyer, willing seller, and this Ben guy is trying to blackmail the so-called bishop.
And anybody asking the so-called bishop, the victim, who is Ben Gitau, if he's married first. For me to tell someone, you are Malisafi, you have good nyash. There's something that is fishy. So as a judge, I leave this case to the members of public to decide. Thank you. Ya Kaisari ni ya Kaisari, ya Mungu mpe Mungu. Mimi kama Pilato nimeoga mkono, kesi hii iamuliwa na wananchi wote hapo chini. Thank you.
Inaonekana hata mimi inaonekana alikuwa anamuapproach kutoka kitambo sana, alikuwa anamwangalia nyash, na akikuja pengine alikuwa na tap that eyes, anamwambia damn, your ass looking good man. So alikuwa ameapproachiwa kutoka kitambo. Saa akikuja kunyaduliwa ni fenye inaonekana alionekana nyashi yake imetokelezea that day. Yeah.
Wengine hawa watu wanasema ni watu wa Mungu. Huyu anajiita pastor, huyo mwingine bishop. Wewe, a whole bishop tells you uko na nyash. Wewe kama pastor, wewe ndio unatufundisha kukemea mapepo hapa nje. Ndio unatufundisha kukemea masijui ma temptations hapa nje. Bado hujamaliza shule. Mungu Baba nakuona. Alafu wewe unaambiwa uko na nyash, a whole man, na bishop. You don't kwanza cast out the demon in a bishop.
Alafu hata haoni wanawake wenye wako kwa chachi yake, anaona nyashi ya chali. Hallelujah.
Alafu jali yako na madevu. Huko chini inamaanisha pia madevu hapo kwa shimo ni mingi sana. You cannot condemn that in the name of mighty Jesus. Which Jesus are you praying to hawa watu anduthi? Kama unampelekeaga vikastoma huko vya duthi alafu mambo imeharibika.
I think hypothetically, let me just have the mic a bit. Hypothetically, okay, I've been in churches before, and the church usually has an, let me call it like an organogram. Same way we have it in organizations. So my assumption, hypothetically, could be that maybe this Pastor Ben guy is referring to his bishop. Now, the starting point would be, which church does this Pastor Ben guy go to? Then we can go for his bishop, because that might just be the perpetrator. That might be the perpetrator.
Your Honor, I don't know what we are waiting for. Let us save our small coins because others to make up a data. Please, Lady Jacqueline, tell us the person, period. We have to save our boys then from now. Let me ask you a question that I've been asking in the comment section. If it was a matter of a woman being raped, would people be making fun of it or laugh about it? Let's continue. Now, it's a challenge on you, and it's on your side, Lady Jacqueline. You tell us what is happening.
If it was a woman, we would have already prosecuted that person. It would be posted everywhere, and it would be a deal done. I don't know why we are hesitating with a boy child. I do not know why. Since that our own prosecutor has mentioned of boys, not men. Remember, this was a man with beard. He was told he had good nyash. He said, thank you, me, until the nyash. We are talking of the boys. What about the boys? And remember, it's unfortunate that churches do get these new believers, mostly maybe 1 or twice in a month, and they have these kids, of which the bishop apparently sees nyash of boys. So we have the boys, underline boys, shall. The word is shall be protected. Please, the boys.
Kulingana na mimi hapa hakuna kesi. Wao jamani, sisi amedanganya na hatuwezi mama tuharibie mtu jina.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Mimi saizi Pastor Ben ananipigia simu. Anasema ya kwamba we are going to hurt his case in court if we expose the bishop. Okay? Sasa,
yeah, he doesn't even have an OB. Which case is he talking about?
Yeah, anasema ya kwamba tukiexpose huyo bishop ni sisi tutamuumiza, he will not get justice. Hiyo ndio kitu ameniambia.
Lady Jacqueline, umetwestia time nyingi sana. Bye, kwaheri. Umetwestia time nyingi kwa sababu ungetaka kujua.
Sasa mistake ni yangu jamani. Mistake ni yangu.
Lady Jacqueline, wait. Lady Jacqueline, wait. Let me tell you, Lady Jacqueline.
Please, Ben Gitau, can you come to the court?
No. This is the last time, Lady Jacqueline, you are going to take us through rounds. The last time here, you kept us waiting. You kept us on the bed. You lied to us, and then at the end of the day, unatuambia zero things here.
Senior Counsel Kioi, can you take back your word? You lied to us, because I don't take my work lightly. Kindly, can you take that back now?
I want to tell you that you lied to us.
If you want us to work together, kindly take that back.
You lied that Carol was coming to court and she never came.
Senior Counsel, take that back.
You lied to us.
Guys, I
don't know how to
if I can I don't know if the judge is here. Judge, you can come up, please.
You lied.
Lady Jacqueline.
We are losing it. And it's
Mimi,
true.
I cannot be bullied,
Lady K,
man.
you need to be very, very straight with us.
Judge, I cannot
We
be
are
bullied
losing.
by this man. Judge, I cannot be bullied by Peter Kioy. I can't. I'm sorry.
This pastor should come back here.
Pastor mwenyewe amekataa kurudi kwa live.
Lady Jacqueline.
It's only him mwenye anaweza expose huyu bishop. Mimi niki-expose huyu bishop, then I will bring all the victims of this bishop to this court. If I expose this man now, I will bring all his victims through this court. And that will be worse. So, Pastor, it's only you who can come back up and talk to the public about this incident. If you want to literally have a case, it is only you who can do this, not me.
Your Honor, Judge, Your Honor, and this court, 8.1 people. I am a senior counsel in this court. I have participated in many cases. This was a court. The person knew very well that they are coming here to face the court and to face Kenyans and any other person. It is a worldwide thing. We cannot be here waiting to hear if the prosecution side is not providing the victim and the accused. The accused must be here. This is a court. It has no favorism. We should start by that one person, then we get the whole victim.
Now,
if you say it will be
we can do, if Pastor...
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Sorry.
Madam,
In 1 minute,
Excuse me,
Peter Kioy.
Madam Prosecutor.
I'm
Madam
actually
Prosecutor.
trying to help. Peter Kioy, I'm trying to help. If
Madam
Pastor
Prosecutor.
Gitau cannot come back to court, then perhaps we get the accused. Perhaps we get the accused to court, because we've been talking to the accused as well. What Pastor Gitau does not know, we have already made a phone call to the accused. The bishop, tumeshamwongelesha kwa simu. So maybe, Peter Kioy, you can take the mic from there. Thank you.
So you, is it in order for this court to tell us any other case that has been brought here? They have never had a conversation with the victim and the complainant. Is it a matter of payment that Ben Gitau never received? Or was it a matter of agreement? Is it a matter of blackmail, that he wants to blackmail the person so that next time he will expose them if they are not going to fulfill their wishes? Is it a matter of man of God when it comes to sodomy? Is it a matter that it is to be discussed whether they should be here or not? Is it a matter of you telling us where the person is? Is it a matter of you telling us that it is only so and so, while the victim has said that you have every evidence? We want to know right now. It is in public opinion, because when you open this live stream, you are opening it for public. When you open this live stream, you are to invite comments, you are to invite our opinion. Our opinion is very simple. We need to see and to hear about the person who is accused here. If that is not the case, call the person and bring them up here right now.
Madam Prosecutor, can I have the mic?
Yes, you can take the mic, but before you do, Senior Counsel Don, I'm just asking the judge. Judge Rafmuli, what is wrong with your network that you keep dropping? Judge Rafmuli, it does not look good for this court that every 2 seconds the judge and a drop. Tafadhali, fix your network. Thank you. Take the mic, Mr. Don.
Thank you very much. So, Madam Prosecutor, emotions should not lead us to do a mistake. I wanted to address this to you. The moment you bring a name here for yourself, that this is the accused, it's gonna put you in problems. Let the victim himself, he should gather courage. Let him come here and tell us this person. Let it come from his mouth alone. But when you are subjected to name a person, trust me, it can be used against you in a court of law. Let the victim himself come here and mention names.
Okay, Senior Counsel Don, I beg to differ, and this is how I'm differing. No, I beg to differ. Listen, this is a court of law. This is TikTok High Court, and in this court, when cases are presented, we always must bring both the perpetrator, or rather the accuser and the accused. You understand? And that is why, as a court, we did our due diligence. We found out whether the case was genuine. We did actually find other victims of the said bishop. We even went as far as speaking with the bishop on the phone. So I am afraid what you're saying is null and void in a court of law. Okay, I can bring the accused to court. Even this minute, I can literally drag the accused to court. Okay, thank you.
Was the accused presented to you courtesy of the victim?
No.
The victim told
But
you that is the accused.
the victim did give me the identity of the accused.
Okay, then you are right.
And once
Okay,
he did that, I did now do my job as the prosecutor. Used my DCIO to seek more information about the accused. The DCIO was able to talk to the accused for a length of time.
Lady Jacqueline.
Yes.
I'm talking to somebody on Facebook messages, so I'll get back to you guys. I'll tell you the name of the bishop and everything and about Gitau. I'll be back.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Suga Shambi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But Lady Jacqueline, the moment this guy didn't want to mention names, you could have even then given us the names. It could have made work easier.
But you came here saying I should not expose the name. Now you're telling me I should have.
No, you said this guy, you know, what I was telling you is, if you yourself have identified this person, but you've said the victim made you to identify this person, then that is okay, you see? Now, another thing, I wanted to address Pastor Kanyari. Kanyari ametoka hapa hivi. You know, Kanyari is a pastor, and the guy who is here is also a pastor. I think the person who will have been talking loudest here is Pastor Kanyari. I'm so disappointed at him. Pastor Kanyari, this is your colleague. This is a pastor like you mwenye amekuja hapa akacomplain alikuwa sodomized. Wewe ndio ungekuwa unapiga kelele. Wewe ndio ungekuwa unambembeleza. Atupatie jina so that tuanguke nalo. But Pastor Kanyari is even here saying that this guy is lying. It really leaves some question marks. And I'm really disappointed that Pastor Kanyari, yeye kama pastor, it is not fair.
Okay, thank you, Senior Counsel. I don't know, Nani next. I think we'll wait for Suga Shambi.
Lady Jacqueline.
PM, take the mic. Yeah.
You have said that you spoke with the accused.
Yes, my DCIO spoke with him and even recorded him. Yes, we did.
What was the response of the accused?
I don't think this is the moment to bring that here, but the accused can actually come to court. He can come to court. So it's a matter of the court deciding whether we should bring him to court or wait for Pastor Gitau to be the one to bring him to court. But he can come to court. Now, one thing I want to say to Pastor Gitau, if you can allow me, PM, is that as I have spoken about this, that there is very little chance of him getting any justice, unless, of course, there is a mass reporting of the same person. And that is because there are many people who've taken him to court for the same act, and all of them did not get justice. All the cases were thrown out. All the cases that have gone to court have been thrown out of court. Thank you. For lack of evidence.
You have been told that other cases were thrown out. That means even hii yake itakuwa thrown out because as of now haja provide enough evidence ya kuoneshana huyo bishop did something to him.
The poll is for whether we should bring him to court, guys. The poll is for whether we should bring him to court. Okay, participate, guys. Thank you. I also wanted to appeal to the public that if there are any other victims if you think you know the person, or if you think you're a victim of the same person, you can always contact me. My number, mobile number for the page is public. My WhatsApp is public. And it is 0701 900 990. I can't say it in English because the live may be dropped. So hiyo ni 0701 900 990. Unaweza ni message huko kwa WhatsApp. Okay, if you think you could be a victim of the same person, unaweza ni message tafadhali. Thank you. But Sugar Shambi is coming back, guys. Thank you. I'll bring a few members of the public as we wait. Meanwhile, if we can tap to 1 million before we get the next information, and also check if you've followed the host. If you have not, please hit follow. Thank you. Yeah. I'm bringing members of the public. Oh, yeah, kuna kelele. Okay. Pendo, uko na kelele mingi sana. Wacha ni kudrop. I'm bringing 2 members of the public, just random people from the public. Wanaweza kuja waongee. Okay. So nikikuleta, chukua mic. Ongea. Okay, so this is time for you to participate as a member of the public. Hello, Nyangere. Nyangere, are you there? Nime. Okay. Joy Ngeshi, hi. Yes. Do you want to take the mic?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think hii kesi yake haileti shangwe kwa sababu kama venye anasema ati could happen mwezi wa 10 na saa hii tuko mwezi wa 2. I think wakati huo ndio angeenda hosi, na kama saa hii mtu hata akienda choo ngumu huwa tunasikia tunahisi uchungu sana huko nyuma. I think hiyo time ndio angefeel hiyo pain, hata hangeweza hata kulala, angeenda mpaka hosi at least atibiwe, ajulikane what is happening. Then hangeandikisha ati hajaripiwa, angesema daktari ndiye angemwambia ukweli, amwambie kumeenda hivi na hivi na hivi. Ndio hizo makaratasi zenye ameenda nazo hosi zijulikane what is happening. So saa hii ndio anachukua mkodo wa kusema ati anaenda kesho. Unajua hiyo ni serious case. Hangechukua ati aseme ati atakaa for all that time ati saa hii ndio anachukua hatua. Hiyo for me I make sense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does not make sense to me either. Kwa nini amengoja miezi 4? Hata mimi bado sielewi. Hata akini-explainia mimi bado sitaelewa. Kwa nini angengoja miezi 4? Hiyo bado sielewi hata mimi. 4 months is a long time to wait after ukishakuwa violated.
Okay, I'm back with the case. Huyu pastor
Sugar Shambi, can you go on the big screen please? Now yeah, enda on the big screen ikiwezekana hata kuja na TV. Haya,
sijui. Okay.
Sijui kuja na TV. Ndio hiyo. Haya, nimekutumia TV.
Sikuji na TV.
Okay, sawa.
I'm driving.
No worries. Okay.
Sasa huyu pastor eti ni gay. First of all, huyu pastor ni gay. Hakuna bishop amelala na yeye. Alafu huyu pastor ni kwa sababu ameshikwa na washirika wake akiwa ni gay. Sasa amekuja eti hapa kupray as a victim. Yeah. Nimeelezewa hivyo na gay mwenzake. Amekuja ni gay, anakuwa gay na huyu ni gay mwenzake amenielezea. Amesema huyu pastor anakuwa gay. Fenya ameshikwa na washirika akakuja hapa kujifanya ni victim. Hata huyo bishop, hakuna bishop amemnyadua, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. So hakuna case ni fenye ameshikwa na washirika akakuja hapa kama ako victim ndio aweze kufanya washirika warudi kanisani na aweze kupanga washirika wake. So hiyo ndio nimeambiwa saa hii. Lakini pastor amekuwa gay for a long time under the cover na ako na marafiki wake gay. Huyo ni gay mmoja wake ameniambia hivyo. So case closed. Next one.
Okay, thank you Sugashambe. Senior counsels, mnaweza chukua mic tafadhali.
Songo yeye now
Sugashambi amekwambia ni pastor wa kanisa gani?
Hajaniambia ni wa Yeah, let me ask him ni wa kanisa gani alafu nitawaambia saa hii. Nimemtext.
I will be better soon. Kikuja na stories za uongo sasa pia kitamramba.
Lady Jacqueline, did you validate the papers alikutumia ni za hospitali? Maybe you tried reaching to
Yes, papers yenye alinitumia are legitimate, ni za hospitali. And indeed he was violated for real. Aki, hii story si uongo, imagine. So that's why maybe
did you confirm the name?
Yes, I did.
Umeconfirm jina ni yake, yeye mwenyewe ndiye anaitwa hivyo?
Yes, tumefanya hizo verification zote. Yeah. Tumefanya hizo verification zote. So it's just a matter of now Sue, the person mwenye Sue anamuongelesha ni nani, kama ni mtu gay pengine ni
alikuwa gay akaacha ugay. Sa hata namwambia pade hapa, ako hapa anatusikiza, namwambia pade hapa anasema na wakinikuta, so anakataa, lakini nimemuomba tu akuje hapa, anakataa, lakini ameniambia huyo gay Gitau amekuwa pastor gay for a long time. Saa hii ameshikwa ndio ana act like as a victim.
Oh, kwa hivyo amekuwa gay for a long time?
Yeah, amekuwa gay undercover.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ndio huyo pastor Gitau amerudi. Okay. Thank you.
Pastor, how are you?
Judicially na the rest people wenye mko hapo.
Yeah, pastor.
Oh, I'm not here to defend myself for any case, but me nimeichukulia so personal about Sue. Mwenye amemwambia mimi ni gay. You people, you tell people to open up their stories, and personally I did that. I requested Jacqueline to give me time. She didn't tell me kotini. Me, I thought it's the same na Steve. You speak out your heart, story ishe, and then you heal. So, Mimi, I didn't know when I'm coming here, I'm supposed to come with the whole bunch of evidence. That is why I had requested you, munipatie time yangu,